Hardesties, where the food is great.
People are even better.
Dax, so many have trouble with that line. Me at the top of that list, but you nail it every time.
I try to bring something to the table.
Well, people wonder sometimes where they can talk to us or talk to you, about this athletics. You come in here quite a bit.
Yeah, this is my spot. I don't always go to lunch, but if I do, this is where I come, and just for groceries as well, for meats and everything else. But Oliver's, great people. It's one of the best places in town.
Yeah, great fresh fruit or fresh tomatoes.
Oh yeah, the tomatoes are legit.
All the time. So this is tomato season, but we're also now we're gonna have to start working off some of those tomatoes because we're getting into sports starting back up. We've got fall sports coming up. Tell us a little bit about what to anticipate.
Yeah, it's crazy. You blink your eyes and you're almost in July, and volleyball and cross country and softball can all start practice July 15th. So we're coming up on the Dead Week, OSSA Dead Week, which starts on Friday. Well, it starts on Saturday, goes till July the 7th. So there's a 10-day period where nobody in the state of Oklahoma can do anything. It gives everybody a break, kind of recharge your batteries, which is great for the kids. It's probably even better for the coaches. But yeah, we're about to crank up. We've been doing Summer Pride all summer. Coach Madonna and his crew's been out there. Coach Schaefer, Coach Litherland, Wendy's had team camp. But yeah, we're a few weeks away from getting after it, and yeah, you can tell because it's hot outside, and that means the fall sports are coming.
So let's start with softball. Bryce out there, I see him working hard. He's trying to get things together for softball.
Yeah, Bryce has done a great job. I've seen him at the field constantly, and he's out there working on the field, trying to get it right. Him and Kerry Wilson have developed a plan on how we're going to re-level our infield. And so he's been out there. He's had some open nights where the girls have came out, and we've had a good showing of girls out there. A couple nights a week, so that's been positive. He's really excited about the future of our softball program. Our volleyball program, we just hired Hunter Burnett, who's going to be a great addition, coach for Anna Howell at OBU. He's had some open court, some open net for the girls, and we got a lot of seniors, going to be seniors that are going to be leaders, so we're excited about that. And then cross country with Coach Jay and Coach Licklider.
Yeah.
They're about to get started, and Aiden Ringwall.
So Coach Jay and Licklider.
So they're about to get started, so they'll be hopefully getting their runs in the morning, stay out of this heat. But yeah, you'll be blinking your eyes, and school will be here. We'll be back at it.
Okay, you mentioned a little bit of heat. Hey, Dax, you're under a little bit of heat right now. Last time we talked to Aaron Espold, he said that press box wasn't going to be ready.
Oh yeah, I kind of heard something about that. So I'm gonna have to sit down with my boss and schedule a meeting so he can keep me in the loop. So I always say if there's a will, there's a way. So I'm gonna say we're gonna continue to work so that press box is ready. Coach Madonna, his crew will be up there, and Danny and all the guys up there running the clock and everything. So, yeah, there's been a little bit of some ordering stuff with some iron and stuff that we're trying to iron out the kinks, so to speak. But I know our people are going to do everything we can do to get that press box up and running, and it will be here this season. And I'm anticipating, hopefully, at least by the second game, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that.
The first game, middle of September.
Yeah.
Crunch of a timeline.
Yeah.
But if I know anything about Dax Leone, he's on it, he stays on it, and dude, you get accomplished what nobody else can get accomplished. So let's see it up.
Yeah,
we'll get it up.
Yeah, we'd like to see it up. I know everybody in the community, and nobody wants it up more than Dr. Espold, I can tell you that. So it's going to be a beautiful, that whole Jim Thorpe Stadium, and we get done with all of it, from the turf to the new video board, to the press box, to the front, the new entry. It's just, it's going to be a top-of-the-line place. And the tradition of Jim Thorpe Stadium goes back for years and years, and I just can't wait to see Coach Madonna and his crew out there, and the cheerleaders, the pom, the band, just everybody rocking and rolling.
And what a great class of seniors that Coach Jason Madonna has to work with. Their goal, I mean, you have to remember, they went through a sophomore season in which their head coach was knocked out before the season even started, and they go 0-10.
Yeah.
And they came back last year. They showed a lot of grit. They were in all of the games, save maybe one or two.
Yeah.
And this year, their goal is to get the standard turned and make the playoffs.
Yeah, I think Coach Madonna and his staff have done an unbelievable job. And if you really look at what he took over, and not even just the 0-10, which there was a lot of things that stacked against us, and but with the tornado hitting last year, not having a home field, not really having a place to work out until October, so these kids are behind in the weight room, and we're starting to catch up on those things. And we got moved to the East District, which is a really tough district, but it's not maybe as top heavy as the one we were in with, obviously, with Carlisle. But you're defending state champions and McGinnis and Piedmont. You go east, and you're still Guthrie, but you're still getting Coweta and Booker T and McAllister and Bishop Kelly. I mean, it's going to be a great season. We got a great non-conference schedule, and I'll give Coach Madonna a lot of credit because we were West, and then when they redistrict after McGinnis had their situation, we had to go and reschedule all of our non-district games, and so we were actually supposed to open up August the 30th in week 0, and so credit to Coach Madonna and his staff of pulling together a great schedule, and this team's got a lot of fight, a lot of grit. I've been taking my son, which is so exciting that he's going to be a freshman, to Summer Pride every morning, and I drop him off, and I think today we had 62 out there, and it was great. It was awesome. It's great to see.
60 to 70 people every morning.
Yeah, every morning. Yeah.
The kids are putting in the work, and that's from the senior leadership, and we've got a lot of talent underneath them in the layers of classes behind. I can't wait for this season to start. Dax, final thoughts for our guys.
Yeah, I mean, I think our kids are putting in the effort. Our coaches have been around all summer. I think Shawnee Athletics, I said this to somebody earlier, I always said coaching college baseball, year 3 is when you can really start to see a lot of your fruits of your labor. So we're starting our 3rd year, which is kind of hard to believe, but we also got hit by the tornado. So little built-in excuse, we're about starting year 2.5 because we kind of got knocked back a little bit. But I think in year 3, you're going to see not just so much on the wins and losses, because that'll take care of itself, but I think you're going to see our standard continue to grow. You're going to see our coaches continue to develop kids, and then in the classroom, in the community, with everything, I think you're just going to see our brand just continue to grow, and we're starting to get kids excited in Shawnee Public Schools, and I think that obviously starts with Dr. Esbolt and his team and our board. But yeah, man, year 3, it's crazy that it's went that fast, and I can't wait.
And with your kids, it starts at home. What you're doing at home matters on the school and on the courts and in the classroom. It is a wonderful time to be a Shawnee Wolf. And Dax, you're year 3, but you coming in 3 years ago, and just the strength and the determination to get things done that you brought. You really came from the field into an office and said, hey, I'm going to carry this like I would carry my team. You've done a great job, man.
I appreciate that. I got a lot of help. I got to say, Julia, Letty, Coach Boyer. I mean, we have a really good, strong team, and I've said it a few times. I know I'm kind of out in the public a little bit, but behind the gates and in the trenches, I mean, those people are doing a tremendous job, and I couldn't do it without Julia. I couldn't do it without Letty, Coach Boyer, everybody just pulling on the same rope. And again, as a dad now, I get to watch my own kid, and for 20 years I put everyone else's kids kind of in front of mine. I mean, to an extent, I missed a ton of games. I missed a ton of my own kids' stuff. So to be able to watch Tal and be able to watch Peyton here coming up, whether they play every snap or they don't, long as they're there, I get to see their faces every day. I'm just excited about that. And Amber and I, just both Shawnee High School graduates, and couldn't be prouder as parents. We got some great kids in our community, but I'm going to brag on my own. We got 2 pretty special ones coming through the district.
What a wonderful thing, as do you. Your kids, your grandkids, very special to everybody within the system. Thank you for watching the Dax Leone Coaches Show here from Hardesty's, where the food is great and the people
are even better.
Shawnee, remember, together, all of us, we build community, one season at a time. You're supposed to say, go Wolves now.
Go Wolves.